A very good morning to all the students of class 4. My name is Prerna and today we are going to read chapter number 10 from your English book Skyline. So, this is a poem and this poem is written by Charlotte D. Cole. So, let us start reading this poem. So, here we go. So, this is chapter number 10 of your book, and this is a poem, and the title of the poem is The Clothes Line. So, let us start reading this poem. Let us see what the poet says about the clothes which are hanged in a with a cloth line using the pegs. Hand in hand, they dance in a row, hither and thither, to and fro. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go. Fluttering creatures as white as snow. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. Like fairy tales, witches, they wildly dance. So now in the first stanza, the poet is talking about the dancing movement of the clothes. So the poet is saying that when these clothes are hanged on a cloth line using pegs, so these are the this is what you call as pegs. Okay, so the poet is saying when these clothes, when they are hanged in a line, in a cloth line using the pegs, and the wind is blowing really fast, so you see, it seems that the and the wind is blowing really fast, these clothes, they dance in different directions. So hither and thither refers to various directions, to and fro. So to means in front and fro means back. So in various directions these clothes are dancing. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go. Fluttering creatures as white as snow. So that means these clothes are moving with a light, irregular, or a trembling motion. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. Restive horses means, so restive means something which doesn't come to rest, which is not stable. They caper and prance means they move and dance playfully. And what is the dancing movement of the clothes compared to? Like the fairy tale witches, they wildly dance. Let us see what the poet says about the clothes in the second stanza. Round in front but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. One I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. So now the poet is saying that, when these clothes are dancing in different directions, a few of them, they start shivering when it is very cold. And one of the clothes the poet is talking about, that this cloth was dancing very excitedly so that it could be free from the grip of the pegs. Then leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird and no one could find her. So one of the clothes has now flown away and it is free from the pegs and the cloth line, and it has flown away like a bird. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun. Gleam means shining, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she can now be, hid in a ditch or drowned in a hid in a ditch or drowned in a sea. So now the poet is saying that maybe the piece of cloth which has flown away, which is free from the grip of the pegs, which has left the clothes line, it could either be in a ditch. What is the meaning of ditch? It is a narrow channel which is dug at the side of the road or a field, and it is very deep. So the poet is saying that either it could be in that ditch or it could have drowned in a sea. But what is this piece of cloth that the poet is talking about? She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she will never come back to my pocket, I know. So the poet was talking about the handkerchief that belonged to the poet, and now the handkerchief is gone forever and no one knows whether it is there in a ditch or it has drowned into a sea. And but one thing that the poet knows for sure is that the handkerchief is never going to come back into a poet's pocket. So next time, when the wind is blowing really fast, see how the clothes are dancing in different directions, flip, flap, and flop to and fro. But make sure that before, just like the poet's handkerchief is gone, make sure that you take off the clothes from the pegs already and you put them into your room. So I hope all of you enjoyed reading this poem. Thank you so much.